going to be a makeup slash body painting tutorial on the character Mantis from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 movie that came out yesterday, May 5th. And of course, I went and saw it. I loved it. I definitely recommend it to all of you guys. I won't spoil anything, but Mantis is from this movie and I really like her character, and I thought that I would recreate it for you guys today. And if you want to learn how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So I am starting off with my sclera lenses in, which was probably dumb because this took me upwards to 6.5 hours. I know it doesn't seem like it would take this long, but I was working with silicone and I could not figure it out, but you'll see that later. Anyway, I'm going in with my concealer as a foundation since I wanted to have a lighter skin tone, just like Mantis does, and my concealer was the only shade of skin products that was light enough. So I'm just putting that all over my face and blending it in. Then don't forget the ears and down the neck. And careful when you're blending down the neck with the beauty blender, because I was like pouncing way too hard and I like choked myself, and you'll see me cough right here. Yep. Careful. It's dangerous. Anyway, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever Flash palette, and I'm taking a tiny bit of white cream paint on my beauty blender and using that as my under eye concealer, if you will, but it's really just to highlight the high points of my face. Then I'm going in with this brown shade, but it was a little bit too warm for me, so I went in with a little bit of a cool tone brown. And I started to chisel out my cheekbones much higher than my natural ones are, because Mantis has very high set cheekbones, and if you place the shadow higher up on your face, it'll create the illusion that your cheekbones are higher. Then I'm going in with my RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just setting the creams and the concealer and just majority of my face. So this part is pretty much optional. It didn't really do much for me anyway, so I don't even recommend doing it, but I'm going to show it anyway. I'm just combing through my eyebrows with some concealer to attempt to make them lighter, because Mantis's eyebrows are much lighter than mine are, because mine are basically black. But I'm just trying to cancel out the darkness in my eyebrows, and the concealer sort of acts as a base for the eyeshadow. So I'm packing in a light brown eyeshadow on top of that, but it didn't really do much, as you can see, and it doesn't really matter anyway. Then I'm going in with more white cream paint on the very tips of my cheekbone to highlight it and really sell the idea that my cheekbones are much higher in my face than they naturally are. And I'm just contouring my face a little bit to make my face appear more skinny and long instead of round like my face is. Then I'm starting on the eyes, and we're just going in with some browns, and I'm taking this cream color in the very inner corner of my eyes. And I'm taking this dark brown to start to carve out the sort of cut crease that Mantis has. And I'm just starting to shape the eye look and fill it in with some dark brown. And I put a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, and I take a brush and I use it throughout this to kind of clean up my lines, since she has a very precise cut crease going on. So I'm just using the concealer to make sure that everything is crisp and clear. Then I'm going in with a black on the very outer corner of this eye makeup, and you basically just want it to be a gradient. So you're starting with black, then you change to a dark brown, a light brown, and then a cream in the inner corner that we had before. Then quickly do that on the other eye. This is me trying to explain that I'm stacking my lashes, so you can take whatever lashes you have, just as long as they're very thick and full. So I'm curling my lashes now, and then just apply some eyelash glue to your lashes, dry it out, and then put them on your face. Then you can see here I'm taking a little bit of the brown eyeshadow and just sort of smoking out the top of the cut crease a little bit, since I felt that it wasn't showing through as much as I wanted it to, so I brought the line a little bit higher. Then I'm going in with this Tarte blush in Party, and I'm giving her a little bit of rosy cheeks since she sort of looked like she had some rosy cheeks going on. And then I'm going in with this coral shade in the Makeup Forever Flash palette just to add a little bit to the lips. Then some mascara to blend in your lashes. Now for the antennas, we are going to be going in with polymorph plastic, so you'll need some hot water. So heat it up in a pot and dump it into a cup. But be careful, since we are working with really hot water. Then you're going to take this plastic beads, and they're white when they're hard, and then wait for them to become clear, and that's when they're more pliable and you can start to mold things with them. But be very careful because they will be very hot and you don't want to burn yourself. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just rolling it into these antenna-like shapes, and I'm keeping it very skinny, and I'm rounding it out and keeping the tip very flat since the top is wider than the antenna itself. And if you run into the problem of the plastic drying and becoming too hard to mold, you can just dip it back into the water and it will become moldable again. Then for application, I'm taking my 3rd degree, part A and part B. Make sure that you do not cross-contaminate them. They cannot touch each other in the separate jars. And then I'm just putting a little bit of my concealer on a palette and mixing it all together. And this is when I ran into a lot of trouble. So first you can see here that I waited too long to apply it, and the silicone started to set before I could even use it. Then I made another batch and I started to place the silicone on top of the antenna and trying to create a barrier and like a strong enough wall for the antenna to stay up on my face, because I was having a lot of trouble keeping it standing up straight. So I just had to build up the wall around the antenna while also connecting it to my skin, if that makes sense. And then also trying to keep the edges smooth because I wanted them to be smooth like Mantis. So this is my face when I realized that I accidentally cross-contaminated my 3rd degree jars, and I was really stressing out because I thought that I just ruined my full jars of 3rd degree. But don't worry about it, I fixed it, it's all good. So this antenna gave me so much trouble, and this is what took me several hours to figure out, because this antenna just would not stay on my face and I was getting so frustrated. So here's my first attempt. I was trying to hold the antenna down and placing the silicone, and it started to like slip and slide all over, and you can see in my face how pissed I was. And then it just started to fall, and I was so done at this point. I really just didn't want to keep going, and this is the part in the look where I really wanted to give up, but I kept going. So this is my 2nd attempt, and then it just falls again, and you can see I wanted to give up so bad, you guys, like oh my god. But I just stuck it back on, and I created another batch of silicone and just tried to build it up as much as I could and just get it to stick. I was determined to get this to stick to my forehead, and eventually I got it, and you can see how happy I was because it had taken me so long, you guys. It's ridiculous and kind of embarrassing. So I'm taking some powder and just and setting down the silicone to take away the shine, and color correcting with the concealer to make it match my skin tone better. And then I'm just painting the antennas with the concealer. So this is basically what you have so far if you want to stop there. But I also do the body painting of the outfit. So basically you're gonna start off by painting most of your body green, since her little outfit thing is green. And most of this is pretty self-explanatory. There's a few black stripes, one near the shoulders and one coming down from the middle of the shoulder. And then I'm taking a little bit of black body paint and just creating the little turtleneck thing she's got going on. And then taking a brush while the paint is still wet and blending it downwards to create a shadow. And I'm taking a little bit of black eyeshadow to create the shadow that would be casting down. Then I'm going in with a dark green body paint and creating these little rings around the chest area. Her outfit is sort of like a leather thing and it has all these different wrinkles and stuff, so I tried to incorporate that. Then I'm going in with a white eyeshadow around all of the high points of the shirt to kind of give it a more realistic feel. And then I'm going in with a black eyeshadow in all of the shadows, and usually I keep all the black around the black lines and sort of diffuse them a little bit. Then I am making this atrocious shadow between the skin and the shirt, and it's terrible. Do not do this. But I was trying to go super fast because the sun was setting and I was running out of time. Ugh, guys, I have almost been wearing this look for 7 hours because I was struggling so hard with this freaking antenna, and I cannot wait to rip it off right now. It's stuck in my hair. Ugh. Oh my god. This pissed me off. And these fucking lashes, oh my god, it's gonna feel so good to take these off. Oh my god. That's basically all for my Mantis tutorial. I hope that you guys liked it and enjoyed it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.